friend and me were together, and he said something that really caught my attention. He said himself, after all these years of faithfulness with walking with Christ, and he's been involved in service in the Lord and the church and many other things, he said he finds it more difficult today than ever before in his life. And I asked him why. And he said this very bluntly. He said, I got too much money, Kevin. Yeah, that's what he said. And he said the whole society is running rampant with materialism. He said, I thought when I got so much money, because he sold out and retired, and he's not all that old, he's younger than me. He said, I thought that life would be easy. And he said, it's harder today than it ever was. Because he says, now I got all this money, what do you do with it? He says, I can, I start planning, I'm going to take a trip here. And that leaves God out. And then he quoted this verse because he had it in his phone. Some of his people got it right in. He just went bing, bing. Matthew 13:22. The one who received the seed that fell among the thorns is the man who hears the word, but the words of this life is the deceitful of wealth, choking, making it unfruitful. We had quite a discussion about that. He said, how many people, himself included, and I've done it, I admit it, worried about financial issues that they have absolute no control over. Or making plans to do this or to do that. To have enough money to buy something that their little hearts desires. Or to want to take a holiday. And I know most of you guys are planning to take setting money aside, and that's okay to take time to go to Saskatchewan for a holiday in the winter. And that's okay, we'll overlook that. But he mentioned places like Mexico, Cuba, and all over the place. Hawaii, and he mentioned even Europe and whatever. Spain, I think he mentioned. And then he said something interesting. He said it was very hard to focus on God when you're at these places. And he said something else. It didn't do much for Jesus Christ in my old church when I wasn't there. He said this, every one of us are called to serve for Jesus Christ. And that should be number one priority. He said it's not wrong to go to holiday, but Jesus Christ should always be number one priority in our service work to Him and our willingness to get involved with other people that need our help. He said that's being faithful. Then he mentioned this last verse before we departed. 1 Timothy 6:10, for the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. Some people, eager for money, have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many griefs.